Hello, all. Stacy the Black Feather Intuitive, and welcome to Divinely Decked Tarot and Oracle Reviews done Stacy style. And today is part 3 of my angel deck journey in life. And if you want to kind of catch up with part 1 and part 2, check them out under my Divinely Decked playlist on YouTube. We're kind of just going through my journey, my angel journey, what brought me to the angels, how I got started with the angels, and this is the continuation. And today we're going to explore 3 decks. I didn't even realize that I had 3 decks by this same creator, but I do. And so we're going to talk about those. So without further ado, let's get to it. So today we're talking about Tony Carmine Salerno, and I didn't even realize I had so many decks by this creator. So the first one here is Angels, Gods, and Goddesses, and actually this is in the order that I got them all. We have the Ask an Angel and the Blue Angel Oracle, which is the most recent one. And when I got Angels, Gods, and Goddesses, I was looking to kind of break away from, I want to say, sort of the Hay House approach to angels, approach to the decks. I was finding that a lot of the Hay House decks were just feeling very simplistic to me. And I wasn't feeling like I was really getting, the goods on what it was that I was trying to understand. I was trying to go deeper with the archangels and trying to understand that a little bit more in relation to myself. And look at the imagery in this. I mean, it's just gorgeous. Angel of Emergence. It is time for the real you to emerge. And while this isn't necessarily a deck that is showing, okay, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Raziel, what I do like about this deck is it's basically pointing out like messages that the angels are giving to you. So it feels like it's having a conversation with the angels. God of the arts, the artist within you is about to emerge. Angel of diet and nutrition. Pay attention to what you eat and drink. You intuitively know what is good for you. It's like empowerment and encouragement. And, at a time when I was really trying to, how do I put this? Like, break away from this idea that I am separate and different from the angels. Everything that I have learned from my guides tells me that we are all one. And humanity has created this hierarchy, which is set to keep us separate, individualized, apart. And yes, there's a certain component of our life that's kind of the purpose of our life, is to be in that space, nudity. To experience individuality so that we can understand our commonalities and come together as a whole. It doesn't mean that I am lower than or lesser than archangels. I'm only lower than an archangel at this point because I'm in a physical human body. So I'm in a denser frequency than the archangels. Oops, sorry, nudity. And nudity again. So this was at a time when I was trying to really understand myself as a spark of the divine. I am the divine and the divine is me. And I was trying to own that. It was really difficult. And I think a lot of us have had that, it's a value and worth. Who am I to say that I'm friends with the angels? Who am I to say that I can talk to the angels and the angels talk to me? Who am I to say? Well, who am I? I'm just like you. You have the ability and I have the ability. We both are, nudity. We both are worthy. We absolutely are worthy. Oh my God, I forgot how much nudity is in these. Sorry, I'm skating on through. You can see the artwork though is really beautiful, right? And it really is kind of like as above, so below. And I love the expression of it because it does say basically all the things that I'm looking for it to say is, as a human, I'm not just the lowly human. The angels are here to help me and I'm here to help the angels. They learn through my experience as well as them helping me through these experiences. So this deck really served to bring me into that space of it's okay that I'm human and it's okay that I connect with angels, and it's okay that I see myself as worthy of that charge, worthy of that experience and that relationship. The angel of self-worth. You are currently undervaluing yourself. It is time to regain your self-worth. I mean, that was exactly what this deck brought to me. Oh my God, so much nudity. Sorry, I keep flipping through the cards to find something that isn't a nude card, and it's hard to find. Angel of vision. Someone is not revealing part of the story. Trust your feelings over what others say. Goddess of sacred power. You are being encouraged to take a leading role in your current situation. So this deck really helped me to get to that place that I was kind of feeling the desire to get to, which is I want to feel worthy enough to receive the angelic love and wisdom so that I can continue to receive the angelic love and wisdom without beating myself up or getting in my own way, sabotaging myself in that regard, if that makes sense. And then after getting used to the angels, gods, and goddesses with Tony Carmine Salerno, I decided that I wanted to expand a little bit on my archangel knowledge in my Ignite Your Wisdom Tools for Transformation membership. And so I went on the hunt for a couple of different decks, angel decks, specifically for the transformation, for that transformation membership. Can't speak. First day with my new tongue. And this was the one that came up. And I really loved the imagery, the drawings. I love that these cards are larger. Here we have Archangel Metatron, Heaven and Earth, Dokiel, Balance. This was like, I'm learning the names of new angels, or new to me angels. Sakiel, Prosperity, Samael, Battle. And I liked that this deck was more symbolic rather than, nudity, rather than kind of like in your face with the picture or the depiction, because the key word I feel like really speaks for itself. But there are some symbols that are important. So illumination, she's got a sword in her hand, but the sword is active. Like there's, like I want to say stardust coming out of it, gold coming out of the tip of it, which indicates, maybe it's shining a light. It's more like a wand than it is a sword. Illumination. Archangel Jeremiel, awakening, an angel who's sleeping and is coming to life, holding her heart, if we want to call it that, or her boob, whatever floats your boat. Guardian angel. Your guardian angel has a special message for you. Your guardian angel is trying to get in touch with you. So I liked that the drawings were a little bit different. That, again, the cards are bigger. And really, this was kind of, I bought this not necessarily because I was totally drawn to the deck itself, as much as it was serving the educational purpose that I was looking to expand so that I could provide more to my members. And in that regard, it really worked. People really liked the imagery. And this deck, I want to say this author is gentle in their delivery of their messages, in the delivery of the imagery. It's a deck that you can easily receive the guidance, knowing that you're loved, supported, surrounded. It still gives you the message, conflict resolution, time to resolve the issue. But Archangel Raguel is the one that'll help you with that. Naked picture. Cassiel, stillness. Children, Archangel Metatron. So working with starseed kids, right? Working with the indigos and the crystal kids. The ones that are special, right? Extra special coming onto the planet. Archangel Zadkiel, forgiveness. Archangel Haniel, beauty. So this deck came into my life as a teaching tool. And I'll be honest, I don't pull from it for myself very often. Every once in a while I will. But I do find that when I am getting ready to do some kind of angelic workshop, I do consult these oracle cards to really get a visual connection to the angels that want to work with me. I mean, I'll be honest, I get a lot of that just by meditating or like going in and channeling. I've developed that kind of rapport with the archangels now after all these years. But this was definitely a part of that, because it was about me taking what I was already receiving on the inside and being able to extrapolate that in a teaching mode. And it gave me a visual to be able to do that. And in pops, the latest and greatest from Tony Carmine Salerno, and this is the Blue Angel Oracle. And I have to tell you, wow, like just wow. What a shift from the previous artwork, what a shift from the previous messages that have come through. And this is very new to me. I actually just got this a few months ago. It's been out for, I think, a year or two, year and a half, something like that. I just got it for myself a couple months ago. And it's definitely an AI enhanced a deck where they've used, AI for the images, but man, oh man, does this deck ever speak to me. I love the longer and sort of thinner oracle deck. It's like an extended tarot deck size. I love that it's a rose petal finish or a matte finish. I love the imagery on these cards. This is definitely a deck that I can read without the guidebook at all, because it hits me so intuitively with all of the colors and the story that the card is sharing. It's very much galactic meets nature, Mother Earth. For the message, of course, you can go into the book. The messages are incredible. But I mean, just look at this. I can fall into this. And this deck represents, I would say, where I'm at now in my relationship with the archangels. This is like I've moved into like full-fledged adult connection with the archangels. And I don't say that from a place of ego or hubris. I say that from like looking at this imagery, it evokes a higher awareness, a higher conscious awareness of it. And I've been channeling and developing relationship with the archangels now for, like 7 years, 6 or 7 years, maybe even a little longer now. I suck at time. And, I'm going to be honest, I've got all of these angel decks, and you're going to continue to see, if you watch this series, you're going to continue to see them and hear about my journey. This is the one that maybe I should have saved this one till last, because this represents where I'm at today with the archangels. And I don't need the wings and the, all the pomp and circumstance. It is this imagery speaks to me, the energy and the frequency that comes off of these depictions, these images. It connects to my soul. And it was exactly that connection that I was needing to, maybe I shouldn't say needing to, I was craving it. I was wanting it. That was the big desire, was to be able to know the archangels and to know the angels and to know my guides without needing extra tools, without needing, a go-between. And this deck, I don't need this deck to talk to my guides. I love using this deck to be able to have conversation with my angels and guides, because it's like our language together, the color, the language of color. They know how to speak to me now. They know how to get my attention. They know the way I'm going to receive information. And I know what they're trying to tell me. I don't need the book. Although the book is helpful if I really want to get, sort of cerebral about it and understand what Tony Carmine Salerno is trying to convey to me. But this is like, okay, the angels are surrounding me in their energy and their frequency right now. Each color represents a different angel for me. And so I know exactly who is speaking to me at this time. And even though this is a waterfall, I see this as a person standing before the energies of the angels, speaking to me. Yes, there's a portal here, going into the portal and out of the portal, but it's not necessarily life everlasting. Yes, there's keywords on that. Great. Ramen and Pastaluya. It's the imagery. And it's kind of like a symbolic representation of the frequency. This is, like how do you taste frequency? How do you see frequency? Because frequency is heard, and we can feel frequency. Well, can we feel? Yeah, we can feel frequency, but mostly we hear frequency. Well, now you're seeing frequency. That's what this is to me. And honestly, like when we see peace angel, like this deck brings me peace. I'm going to admit to you guys, in my journey with the archangels, I've had very much like a love-hate dynamic with them. I curse and swear at them from time to time. Metatron is a heavy hitter. Metatron and I definitely have that strong love-hate type dynamic. And I don't hate the angels, and the angels don't hate me. I'm using that as the, sort of just to get the point across. But he is tough love. He, for me, takes up the entire room. And when he's coming to me, I know that I'm in for some heavy duty work. And it hurts, but it also accelerates me in really big ways. And so, it's what I signed up for. It's what I asked for. It's what I wanted. I go big or go home. Metatron's like, okay, let's do this. It's what you said you wanted. So let's do this. And, he supports me along the way. That frequency and energy supports me along the way. This deck is like almost like a reward. It's like he and I don't need the card imagery to communicate, but it's like it's a sweeter message when it comes through this way. I don't know how to explain it, but there's just such a love. I love this one too, the light ship Earth, very galactic in its presentation. There's a lot of comfort that comes from this deck, and this, I feel, represents my soul now, having had the deep connection that I have been developing over the years now with my angels and guides. And this deck represents just, I want to say, so much love that I have for the archangels. And even though throughout the years I've, pushed them away, I've said, nope, I'm done with this. I don't want to do this, or I don't want to do that, or I don't want to channel you right now. I don't want to channel you for everyone else. Like, you're just giving me too simplistic of information. Like, I want to go deeper. This deck represents what that deeper looks like now for me with my angels and guides. This deck also, slightly off topic with the archangels, but this deck also represents my connection with my council of truth. And I channel my council of truth in a couple of my Phoenix Journey services that I offer. But my council of truth and I, this is how we speak to one another. There's a lot of beauty. There's also a lot of darkness in what comes through. It's not sugar coated. It's pretty, straightforward, but always with the understanding that, yeah, we understand you're on the planet Earth. We understand that you're having a human experience, and that can be a bit difficult. So we're going to throw in the galactic in there to remind you that you aren't alone and that we are here with you. Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that is part 3 of my angel card journey. Really enjoyed connecting with you guys in this way. There's going to be a part 4, a part 5, and maybe even a part 6. I'm looking at all the decks here. So I hope you're enjoying this series. Just a chance to, kind of see some fun angel decks, to learn a little bit about my journey. And until we see you again for another Divinely Decked, I will say take care, and we'll see you on the flip side. Transform well. That's our show for today. I hope you enjoyed it. It was great to connect with you guys. Please like, subscribe, and comment for more content like this. And feel free to follow me on Blue Sky for even more content every single day. Can't wait to see you guys next week for another installment of Black Feather Couture, Divining the VIP Life.